Isaiah 8:20, law, statute, commandments, faith in the Messiah. Guam.
Bashem Yahawashai, Bashem Yahawashai, true sides. Drawing the swords, bending the bows, severing thumbs, and head toes. Beheading kings, as in the times of old. Swinging the women and children, silver and gold. The fishermen that put away the fishing poles. In very small numbers, Yahweh sent forth his hunters. Strong towers they conquer, over walls they jump, over heads they stumped, over heads they stumped. This is the hunt. This is the almighty power revenge that make mighty men cower within. By his mighty hand we been brought up out of this land. This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
Are you listening?
This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
Are you listening?
Open up your ears. This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
MYMG, LOZ, AOI. Pay attention.
That's my greeting every time I do a presentation or speaking event, because I believe if we hope to get anything out of this moment, we have to be willing to at least put something into our greetings to one another. So thank you very much. Tonight we're talking about something that's very, very important. And this particular geographic location played a pretty large role in this enslavement of Indians. I said enslavement because they're not slaves, but folks were enslaved. As Ray said, I am a Kenyan nonviolence trainer, international trainer. Currently, I am working for the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Dr. King's organization, as their senior level nonviolence trainer. And Ray also already mentioned, I am the Chief Policy and Advocacy Officer for PCEI, the Province Cultural Equity Initiative. But we're going to move along and
because the picture of dry bones in the valley is talking about because the picture of dry bones in the valley is talking about you. The picture of Lazarus laying dead 4 days is talking about you. You're Lazarus. You're the dry bones. You're the prodigal son. You're the lost sheep. You're the people about whom the Bible is speaking, who will stand up in the last day when the trumpet is sounded. Black people are waking up. Black people are standing up. Black people are rising up, and they're throwing fight into that knee-shaking white man.
I keep on having visions that they put me in the auction, a runaway slave till they put me in the coffin. Tears in my eyes with a noose around my neck, screaming Kwam Yasharala right before my last breath. I can't believe my eyes, cause I'm seeing life distorted. The prince is in chains while the servants drive Porsches. He ain't want the baby, so she had an abortion. Grown men walking around in women's clothes in the door. Zion is acting like whores. Remove this cup for me, cause I can't take this shit no more. 1611 got a sharpen up my sword. Living in the third day, it's gonna be a holy war. Lope up at my table in the presence of my enemies. Talk behind my back, but they don't keep that same energy. Tell me how you real, but you got them fake tendencies. Manipulating scriptures, you ain't nothing but a Pharisee. Got me suicidal, cause I can't tell my friends from my rivals. Gotta keep my rifle right next to my Bible. Father, please forgive me for my sins and wicked ways. I know I violated on that covenant. We know I have picture in the day we see a solar eclipse and watch it how I shall walk over that water in Flint. Cause it's time for revenge, that's what I read in Revelations. And we don't want no money, we need blood reparations. Come.
I mean that, cause these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever you think you are. We thugs against these motherfuckers. And until we lose, I'ma call it like it is. I just wanna be a man in the store. You know? And you can walk about 5 different houses like a man in each motherfucker.
I'm not Turner on this beat, Dutty Butman flow. Oppression and poverty while you slay my people though. Y'all dirty pigs, gotta pay for what y'all did. Y'all fed the babies to gators, remember gator baiters. I call it now and laters because revenge is sweet. Y'all heard my fathers from the tree, cause they look like me. Boy, letter to my dog, man, I ate a cold. Turn like cold, you could call them as I run a spoons. My scripture break his bones, and then it make you strong. We study it for hours, this word ain't for no cowards. We building us some soldiers, it wake you up like Folgers. We prophesying wins, we looking for the wins, cause we don't take no L's. We coming up from hell, my scriptures ain't for sale. My soul is never sold, and I will never fold. No one under deodorant, fluoridated water. Children on the street, selling bodies for a quarter. Fringed up with my beard, mixture on my head. I look around, see a lot of spirits dead. I see the demons talking, I hear the spirits chirping. I see the spirits walking, I see my people hurting. You looking at the sons of the true and living God. Weak Edomites run the world, something nah. Teach my hands to fight, and please prepare my spirit. Banging for our power until the people hear.
I sit alone in my four-corner room, staring at candles. No, literally menorahs, all this OGs I see. Staying lit like the light of Zion, that's all I be on. Karash and Karatas are all a passion, eat them peons and make it look so damn good when we slide through. Can't see the shoes up under my garment, it's like we glide through. Really, shame in these shade-face cavemen. Every other day we wake up Jake in different raiment. I'm just saying, boys hotter than corduroy in the Trans-Sahara. That knives come and walk by us, I guarantee we'll tell you not one word will ever fail you. All we do is prophesy. Why your pastor eating pork chops and telling lies? I can tell by your mentality that you probably know. Ask you if you got it with fringes, you saying probably no. Obedience is better than sacrifice, so we stay on par. The same reason Laquan Matata why call me Basadar. You still don't get it? Better move boy, ooh boy, we them rude boys ain't no bullshit. Repent or get your wig split. Hold the Torah open, let me show you what I stand on. Thinking we ain't keeping commandments, boy, you dead wrong. Back to the place where commandments can only get us what you talking about. Edomite with us, now you can't come with us. It's a closed party, only march to the eye. Yasha, I gon' enter there. 12 gates with no white people. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And it's a celebration. Salute to the light of Zion. Kwam Yasha Allah. 12 tribes of Yasha Allah. Be obedient to the Most High God. Keep the law, statutes, commandments. Keep the light of Zion burning bright. Kwam Yasha Allah. Isaiah 8:20, law, statutes, commandments, faith in the Messiah. Kwam.
Bashem Yahawashai. Bashem Yahawashai. True sides. Drawing the swords, hitting the bows, severing thumbs, and head toes. Beheading kings, as in the times are old. Spoiling the women and children, silver and gold. The fishermen that put away the fishing poles. And very small numbers, Yahweh sent forth his hunters. Strong towers they conquered, over walls they jump, over heads they stumped, over heads they stumped. This is the hunt. This is the almighty power of revenge that make mighty men cower within. By his mighty hand we been brought up out of this land. This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
Are you listening?
Open up your ears. This is our exodus. Don't kill the messenger, just take the messages.
MYMG, LOZ, AOI. Pay attention.
Because the picture of dry bones in the valley is talking about you. The picture of Lazarus laying dead 4 days is talking about you. You're Lazarus. You're the dry bones. You're the prodigal son. You're the lost sheep. You're the people about whom the Bible is speaking who will stand up in the last day when the trumpet is sounded. Black people are waking up. Black people are standing up. Black people are rising up and they're throwing sight into that.
Khan. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom class. I'm your captain, Shamshawan, and I'm here with Captain Shalamah Khan. We're here to talk about what really matters. And in parentheses, we put the B.L.M or Black Lives Matter. But we're going to touch on some things dealing with Black Lives Matter in all lives in all nations, to see what the scriptures really have to say about what's going on today. We touched on it a little bit last week and the last couple of weeks, in a sense, dealing with what's going on in the world today. Is this prophecy being laid out before us? Are these things must happen? Or what's going on? What does the Bible have to say? What does the Most High have to say with the situations that we see unfolding today? And again, the class is called What Really Matters. All in all, what really matters is the Most High and keeping his commandments. That's the main thing. Well, let's get started with Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17.
The book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17.
Come.
And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Either One, Hamashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Abba by him.
So whatever we do, we're always going to do in the Hamashiach Yahushua's name, giving thanks to the power that's in heaven, the Father. So let's get started with Proverbs 1 and 20. Only reason why I'm going there is because all these different rallies that's going on, it's good that it's going on, but what are they rallying for? What are these protests all about? People will say the protest is about black lives and how the police treat us. But this should be nothing different. Nothing has changed since we've been on this side of the globe. Nothing has changed since we even been in captivity. We're not free. We are still in this captivity. The captivity that, before we even get that, Deuteronomy 28:68 first. Because this is a captivity Most High put us in. And you got to understand that the Most High put us in this captivity for a reason. We didn't want to follow the Most High when we had everything. We wanted to ask for a king. We wanted to be like the other nations when it shouldn't have been so. We was the best thing on this earth. We still are the best thing on this earth, but we just don't know it. We'll rather deal with every movement other than the movement of the Most High. So let's start off with Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 first.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day. That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
He was do what?
Set thee on high.
Keep reading.
Above all nations of the earth.
So the Most High just, told us, if we do what he told us to do, we will be set on high above all nations of the earth. Right now, we're not above all nations of the earth. We're below all nations. So let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 15 to see the flip side. If we don't want to follow the laws of God, guess what we got to do? If we're not following the laws of God, that means we're in captivity. Read that for me, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But it shall come to pass. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
What?
Curses.
Keep reading.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All the curses in the Bible shall come upon us and overtake us. Now from Deuteronomy 28 and 15 through 68, put a clear detail of these curses that would be put on the children of Israel for not obeying the commandments of the Most High. Let's just get one of them just to clarify. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
The curses written is going to be on the children of Israel for a sign and what?
And for a wonder.
Now, if you don't know, a sign is something to let you know what that is over there. So when people go and they put their GPS on and you looking at the street sign lets you know, hey, you're on this block and you on this. When you see the sign on top of a building, it lets you know, hey, this is where I got to go. So the signs are these curses are going to be on the children of Israel forever. Keep going.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
It's going to be upon our seed. So even when I'm gone from this earth, the child that's coming to be of my own is going to be on my child. If my child don't understand to keep these laws, statutes, commandments as a nation. It's not an individual thing. It's us as a nation. Keep reading.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
That we did what?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
Since we ain't want to serve the Most High with joyfulness in our heart, a lot of people do it grudgingly. People even go to church now grudgingly because your mama told you to go to church. But when Easter Sunday come, everybody want to go. Everybody want to put on their Sunday best now. Everybody want to put on them suits.
Yep.
We always want to do things of the world, but we never want to do things of the Most High. We always want to try to put the Most High last and put everything we got going on first. Keep reading.
And with gladness of heart.
With a glad heart. We got to do the commandments glad. With a, oh no, I got to do. You can't be sorrowful about keeping the commandments of God. Keep reading.
For the abundance of all things.
The Most High gave us all things. When we was hungry, he gave us manna from heaven. There's only one group of people on this earth that can say they ate manna from heaven. Everybody didn't eat manna from heaven. Yeah, it's still in us. It was in our blood. It's through us. Nobody else can say they drunk water from a rock. No other nation or group of people can say this but the Israelites. But keep reading.
Verse 48.
Come.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
What we got to do?
Serve thy enemies.
Therefore, since you don't want to serve the Most High power, serve your enemy now. Keep reading.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Where people get their food from? Publix, Walmart, Winn-Dixie, Food Lion, Costco's, BJ's. This is where y'all go get your food. Your enemy owns these stores. Your people don't own these stores. Target now sells food. When I was growing up, Target never sold food. But now they sell food, clothing, water. They sell everything now. That's a one-stop shop, Target. But y'all say, oh, let's go around and burn down stuff. Now I understand what's going on. It's not our people doing all the destruction. But because you now want your enemy to walk with you and want you to fight for something, your enemy now is doing all trickery now. Y'all holding hands with him and behind your back, he's starting them up. He got crazy things going on. Keep going.
And in thirst.
In what?
And in thirst.
So when you're thirsty, you got to go see your enemy for that thing. Keep reading.
And in nakedness.
And what?
And in nakedness.
Wherever you get your clothes from, you got to go see your enemy for that thing. Keep going.
And in want of all things.
Whatever you want, you got to see your enemy for that thing. Because we ain't want to serve the Most High power with joyfulness and heart. Guess what we had to do? We got to deal with Esau. We got to deal with Ammon. We got to deal with Tyre and Zidon. We got to deal with Ishmael. We got to deal with Amalek. These are the God-given names the Most High gave these nations. They're not the white man, the Chinese man, the Indian man. This is who they are. They're your enemy. Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
A what?
A yoke of iron.
Keep going.
Upon thy neck.
It's just that simple. Who had yokes of iron upon their neck? It's only one group of people that had that. Who had yokes of iron on their neck? Let me ask you. Esau didn't have no yokes of iron on his neck. But that's good though. Esau did put it on us. Come. But mind you, Esau ain't the only one that put iron on our necks. Ishmael did too. Through the trans-Saharan slave trade. Also, before Esau even came around and started doing that to us. So we got to understand, we got to get back to the roots of who we are. So this class is what really matters. In parentheses, I put B.L.M. They ain't even want us to put Black Lives Matter in the what you call it, because they trying to snatch everything down. But is it Black Lives Matter or do Israelite lives matter? Come. But they'll try to promote that all lives matter. But if it's so, why they ain't at the border talking about let them people go? They got in cages at the border. And nobody going down there to fight for them. And that's the key thing. Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And we are destroyed. We don't even know who we are. Our people walk out there and say Black Lives Matter knowing that they're not black. And they believe that though. They really think they are black because somebody else told them that. Their enemy told them they was black and they took it and ran with it. Some of them say African American or Afro American, depending on the age. And that's the crazy thing. Our people are really lost. But that's why we will go out onto the highways and byways and try to teach them. Why you came out here? This is a protest for this. No, we out here for this. Y'all out here doing that, but which one of y'all put the Most High first in this protest? If you would have put the Most High first, guess what? You wouldn't be out there marching with all these different nations amongst you. Baruch 4 and 3 real quick. Because our people like to be so part of the other nation so much. They think they can't do nothing without the other nation's part of it. So when are you going to stand up and tell the other nations, now sit down, we got this? Now read that for me, King.
The book of Baruch chapter 4 and verse 3.
Come.
Give not thine honor to another.
Don't give your honor to another group of people. If y'all out there doing something, guess what they're going to say? And if you got other nations around you, oh, we helped y'all do that, so you'll be my friend still? No. Read that again.
Give not thine honor to another.
Keep reading.
Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
To a what?
A strange nation.
Don't give our stuff to a strange nation. This is our heritage. Even though they tried to take our book and run with it, now our people are so lost, we could be out there teaching them, and they'll come up and literally say, this is the white man's book. And want to shoot and fight us over that. Us telling them, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Who is King James? That's a faggot. Wait a minute. Is he a faggot? Well, in the book it says faggot should be put to death.
Okay.
So how can he put that in the book? If I wrote a book and I was like that, I'll say, make sure you take that out. Because people know what I like to do for a living. But they don't. So how can this literally be a white man's book? Hey, where they said Job was black, take that out. Hey, Christ is black, take that out. Solomon, he black, take that out. Anything that had something to do with black, I would have told him to blot it out and take it out. I wouldn't even put man is made from the dust of the ground. It might have some sense to see, look down and like, man, dirt is brown and black. But our people don't like to read. Our people think this book is kryptonite because somebody pimped it to them and told them, hey, that's a white man's book. He used it for slavery. And want to talk about the revolts and all that, not knowing Nat Turner was one of the best revolts. 1804 in Haiti, what was the dude? Dessalines, that was another good revolt. Because what they did, they ain't marched with people. They took heads off. Exactly. I don't want you marching with me. I'm going to take your head off.
Yep.
But our people so docile because they destroyed, no, you can come with me. And now they crying when they see the white people destroying stuff and they putting B.L.M on stuff.
Yeah.
Now you're crying. Oh, look, it's not us, it's them. Well, why you got them with you?
Exactly.
Why do you have them with you? Let's get that. Why we even go out into the streets. Proverbs 1 and 2 now. And we're going to go back to 68. Oh, you precept. I'm going to get to them. Because they trying to, I ain't even going to say that right now. I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm going to let it be our little secret. You got that for me?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20.
Come.
Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom crieth without. Keep going.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Where at?
In the streets.
That's why you found us at the protests. That's why Israelites that be on the streets teaching are at every protest damn near. They say the protest done reached 50 states. And guess what? It was an Israelite in the midst of all of them. And we ain't out there marching with you, talking about black. No. We over here telling you what matters. The Most High matters. Keep these laws, that matter. If you'll keep the law, guess what? This will stop happening. Group after group after group after group. But they say we ain't together. We together on that. We know we should come out there and do that. What you got?
Oh, no, I was going to say that all the founders are homosexuals. The founders of Black Lives Matter.
Oh.
I'm looking at them right now.
Hey, I was going to get to that. I did my research on these people. I was going to get to them. I ain't want to spoil it yet because they deal in confusion. But I'm just laying the foundation because the Most High matters, and then I'm going to jump on them. Keep reading.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20.
Pause. You got their picture ready? When I say pull it up, not yet. But when I say pull the picture up, we're going to go through each one of them and their lifestyle they lead. But go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20.
Come.
Wisdom crieth without.
Yep.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Keep going.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Right now, our people are out in the midst, in the chief place of concourse. The chief place of concourse is where everybody is gathered at.
Okay.
Right now, everybody is gathered at all these rallies and protests. So we gotta go there and let them know who you are. You can't say now when something happens to you, oh, I didn't know. I saw them crazy guys over there talking. I heard the word God come out there, but they was talking about a white God. They out there preaching. No, we ain't preaching. We warning the people right now. And there's more to come. Y'all think this is it. Y'all think y'all about to just make it happen. Black Panthers tried. Nothing came from it. The Civil Rights tried, nothing came from it. What other group tried? The Muslims, the Million Man March. That happened. But what happened after that? The next day, people still shooting each other. And that's our own people killing each other. And that's the crazy part about Black Lives Matter. You worried about the white man killing you, but we kill each other. And we constantly in the streets telling you, stop killing each other. Treat each other like family. But y'all preaching hate. Oh, now the shoe is on the other foot now.
Yep.
Now they telling y'all preaching hate. Y'all got y'all king up there telling you, hurt him. Do whatever you can to him. When I say they're king, Trump is their king. Because a lot of people voted for him. Now they talking about, oh, we got to vote for Biden now. Oh, you're going to vote for another devil. You went from one devil to another devil, and nobody said, hey, let's vote for Mashiach Yahushua. Let's keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Nobody voting for that. You got all these people on Facebook, YouTube, talking about all kinds of stuff. Million views. And not one of them talking about the laws of God. Not one of them. They got 1 million views, and nobody said, hey, let's come back and keep the laws of God. They got this one sister, my sister up there talking. 500,000 plus views. And she talking about, see, y'all shouldn't integrate with them and this and that there. She gave her whole message and got up and did what? Guess what she did at the end of all that? Twerking. Got up and started dancing. Talking about happy birthday to somebody. What? Huh, really? You did all that positive talking, then hopped up and started dancing? And a lot of stuff you were saying was found in the Bible. No, we shouldn't mix with them. Scriptures tell us that. That's the law. But they cast away the laws of God and put themselves first. Keep going on that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 21.
Huh.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Yep.
In the openings of the gates.
In the openings of the gate. Keep going.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying.
What she say?
How long, ye simple ones?
What?
How long, ye simple ones?
How long, ye simple ones, are you going to keep going out there marching?
Can.
Keep reading.
Will ye love simplicity?
And that's simplicity, what you doing. And you got your master with you doing it. Keep reading.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
And y'all scoring us when we come out there and tell you, stop doing it.
Can.
You scoring us. Like we out there throwing rocks at you. We throwing the word of the Most High at you. That's it. Keep reading.
And fools hate knowledge.
And what?
And fools hate knowledge.
Because we came across a bunch we came across a lot of fools because they said, I don't believe in God. I don't trust that Bible. All that. Yep. Close that. I don't want to hear that. Let me hear your own opinion. Now, mind you, even in our video, now people was paying attention. You got these Edomites walking with you, and one of them said, all lives do matter. The one that was smoking with the tattoos, the skinny one, he said this in the midst of them, but nobody caught that though. I looked at him like, wow, really? You said that? Dang, and nobody said it. This is who you got marching with you now. A couple of them, now mind you, all praise to the Most High. Well, we was teaching that, nothing crazy broke out. But a few miles down the road, craziness broke out. They going through downtown Miami acting a fool, burning up stuff. What you burning stuff for? All you did is gave somebody a good check. Because they can turn around and say, oh, insurance, let me get that. Now, mind you, what's been going on the last couple of weeks or month? Has anybody been selling anything? Somebody need to get broke off. I ain't made no money in 2 months. Put a pile of bricks out there so you can destroy my stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody thinking about that though. Nobody's thinking about that kind of information. Now, let them continue to be broke. The Most High had forced y'all to go inside. And the High Holy Days was here. But nobody inside said, you know what, let me crack open this. Nobody did that and said, let me see what the Most High got to say about this. No, I want to get my stimulus check. I want to be stimulated. Proverbs 8. I ain't even going to keep going in that. I should keep going in that. Keep going in Proverbs 1. Forget it. I'm going to let him hear it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 23.
Keep reading.
Turn you at my reproof.
Turn at the reproof of God. Keep going.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Yep.
I will make known my words unto you.
He made known his words when you see the prophets out there telling you what the Most High got to say. Keep reading.
Because I have called.
Yep.
And ye refused.
What happened?
Because I have called and ye refused.
And a lot of people refused us. There was only a few souls that said, yeah, I want to learn more about this. Keep going.
And I have stretched out my hand.
Yep.
And no man regarded.
Nobody regarded it. Like I said, but a few. And we want them few. Most High ain't looking for the majority. He's looking for the few. Who's going to stand up for him? Keep reading.
I got a precept.
You got a precept?
Yeah.
Throw it out.
The book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 21.
Come.
But to Israel he said.
What did he say to Israel?
All day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
He did what? Read that again.
But to Israel he said.
To Israel he saith. He ain't say this to everybody.
Okay.
This is in the New Testament. So, not to say it, but that one dude who always be scoffing on our comment page, always scoffing. He skip over these verses. That's saying to Israel I've said. What did he say to Israel? Because he ain't speaking to everybody in this book. Keep reading.
All day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
But Christ came and sins are forgiven. This is what he come back with, but the Most High just said what? What Paul said through the Spirit?
I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
We're disobedient. Why would he call us disobedient if Christ came and our sins are forgiven? Do that make sense? Exactly. But some people, they sleep. They have been put to sleep with the philosophy of Christianity, with the philosophy of Islam, with the philosophy of Buddha, with the philosophy of Krishna, and every other nonsense, with the philosophy of Black Lives Matter. They've been put to sleep thinking they about to go through this revolution and think they're going to make it through. And the same people they like to listen to about this information, where are they now? I don't want to call their names out, but it's three prominent people. They've been on the Breakfast Club. And the Israelite ain't been on the Breakfast Club. Why is that? Why the Breakfast Club don't invite one of the Israelites to come on there and really give the truth of what the scriptures say? But you invite the one dude who big and round with the beard, the other skinny one that like to wear the hat from New York, and the other Islam man, bald-headed, that sit on this show. I ain't gonna name them though. Yeah. I gave you how they look though, so you should know. It's a little meme going around about them. But Israelites are out there though, and telling people keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep reading in Proverbs 9.
And the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 25.
Come.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
Nope, none of the counsel you want to come to. Keep reading.
And were none of my reproof.
Yep.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
He's going to do what?
Laugh at your calamity.
I can't breathe. I can't. You can't breathe. Wait till that fire comes. You definitely ain't going to be able to breathe. That's the Most High right now. Keep reading.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
When your fear come, I'm going to mock you. So when the police told you to do something, you want to fight against the police? Don't do that thing. They're not there to do terrors of good works. That's what Romans 13 and 1 is all about. Don't fight with them. If you're doing what you should found doing, keeping these laws, they'll pull up, look at you, see the angel. All right, I'll holler at you. And keep it pushing. But because you ain't want none of the reproof of God, now you're going to sit there, no, I'm not getting out of the car. No, pop, pop, pop. Oh. Most High upstairs laughing. And the angel's laughing with him. Look at him, see? Most High. You want me to go down there and talk to him a little bit? Go ahead. These the angels in heaven with him. They will taunt you, or they can protect you. Which one you want? He ain't going to protect the disobedient child, just like any parent. But we got some parents that like to be lenient on the children. And what happens when you spare the rod? What? And they're going to be a spoil for another nation of people too. That spoil can go. That word spoil can be taken a lot of different ways. And all of them ain't good. That's why you got to use that rod on that. They call it the rod of correction. That's it on that. Proverbs 8 and 1. Know that we go out into these streets and teach for a reason. Hit them with it.
The book of Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 1.
Come.
Doeth not wisdom cry?
What? Does not wisdom cry out? Keep running.
And understanding put forth her voice?
And understanding is going to put forth the voice. So when we out there and we teach it, we putting forth the voice right now. Keep reading.
She standeth in the top of high places.
She's going to stand at the top of high places and what?
By the way in the places of the paths. She crieth at the gates.
At the gate, she crying out. Keep going.
At the entry of the city, at the coming in, at the doors.
Come on, keep reading.
Unto you, O men, I call.
Unto who?
Unto you, O men, I call.
Unto the men he's calling us. Who's going to stand up for the Most High in these last days? Who is going to stand up for the Most High? But which kind of Israelite man? He calling for the men, and he need brave men to stand up for him. He's building an army. He's trying to put together the 144,000. The ones that when that time do come, they can try to shoot us, drop bombs on us, and they ain't going to harm us. Scriptures talk about that. But keep going.
And my voice is to the sons of man.
Yep.
O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart.
That was verse 3?
Verse 5.
Verse 5? And it goes keep going deeper and deeper in that. Either you're going to be simple, a fool, or a man for the Most High. The fool don't believe in God. The simple is going to mock. But the man of God is going to stand up and do righteous things in the earth. Teach and lead his people. What you got, Jeremiah?
I was going to say Joshua 24, verse 15.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Draw the line in the sand. Let's go ahead and draw the line in the sand for him.
The book of Joshua, chapter 24, and verse 15.
Come.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Most High.
Say that again.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Most High.
And it's evil for a lot of people to serve the Most High. They really look at it like that's an evil thing to do. But keep going.
Choose you this day.
Choose you this day. What?
Whom ye will serve.
Who you going to serve? Keep going.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell.
So which one? Because the gods of this land over here in America is that white Jesus. It's that rock they call Islam and Muslims. Santa Claus, Easter, Thanksgiving. These are your gods because you serve their holidays. The Edomites done turned out to be your God, your master, when the Most High should be your ruler and creator. Yeah. Yeah, they're founding fathers.
What do you mean all founding fathers?
But 12 years of indoctrination. That's the word? Yeah. I said it right?
Yes.
I've been working on my words. But yeah, but that's the crazy part. 12 years of them pumping it in your head, taking tests. You can't move to the next grade unless you understand this. And then some people go to college and do the same thing. Now you paying to be indoctrinated. And them same people ain't tell you who you are. You got to pay back $80,000 and you still calling yourself black. I got 2 degrees. Yeah, I remember that time we out at the beach trying to teach the sister. Yeah. But she was simple, knew of nothing. Baby on her arm and a man standing by just looking. Docile. Don't want to say nothing. But want to fight his brother though. They let the people know this is nothing new for us. We done came across these spirits all the time. And all we can do is try to cast these spirits out of our people with the words of the Most High. Ezekiel 2:7. And that's it. We try to cast these demons out of our people. Because our people got a lot of demons on them.
Yeah. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Come.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Do what?
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
And that's what we go out and do. We speak the words of the Most High to the people. Keep going.
Whether they will hear.
Whether they will hear or what?
Or whether they will forbear.
Come.
For they are most rebellious.
They are most rebellious. That's Israel. We rebellious. Keep going.
But thou, son of man.
Yep.
Hear what I say unto thee.
Hear what he say unto us. Go ahead.
Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house.
And that's that. If he's telling us to go out there and teach the people, guess what? We can't be rebellious either. We got to know how to control ourselves. We got to understand how we should be walking. Before we can tell another man how to fix his house, guess what? Our house must be fixed. We got to be a light to the world. We got to be walking as we are in heaven by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Is more on that? Is that Ezekiel 3 and 18? 17, Salakia, 3 and 17.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17.
Khan.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Unto who?
Unto the house of Israel.
No, the other nations.
Unto the house of Israel.
We're the watchmen for the house of Israel first. Keep reading.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Give what?
And give them warning from me.
And that's what we do. Why are you here? To warn you. Choose ye this day who you going to serve. Keep reading.
Verse 18.
Khan.
When I say unto the wicked.
What you say unto the wicked, what?
Thou shalt surely die.
Hey, wicked man, you keep doing that disgusting thing by laying with another man, you surely going to die. Hey, woman, you want to keep laying with that woman? You surely going to die. Hey, you want to eat that crab, shrimp, ham, and lobster and pork? You surely going to die. You want to keep rolling up that big spliff? Talking about amen. You going to die. Keep going.
And thou givest him not warning.
If we don't give him warning, what?
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
Keep going.
To save his life.
And that's all we're trying to do is save lives. But if we don't do that, guess what?
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
The same wicked man is going to die in his iniquity. But what? What's going to be required of us, though?
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
He's going to require their blood at our hand because we knew the information, but we didn't tell you. So don't get mad at us when we go out there and try to tell you the truth. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Galatians 4:16. That's that. Don't make me out to be the enemy. I'm just the messenger.
Okay.
And I had to give this message to myself every morning I wake up. When I fall short, that's what brothers are for. That's what sisters are for. Sisters dealing with sisters and brothers dealing with brothers. You're going off. Correct yourself. Straighten up. Get right. Khan, water. But if you don't have a family like that, you can't do it by yourself. And that's the main thing. This is a family-orientated thing. We're not individualites in here. Finish that for me.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 19.
Yet,
if thou warn the wicked,
yep,
and he turn not from his wickedness.
So if we warn you and you don't turn, guess what?
Nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
He's going to die regardless. If we warn him, we're good. If we don't warn him, his blood is on our hands. But Most High going to tell us, keep reading.
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
We delivered our soul because we warned you. Keep going.
Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness, and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die.
That's that. The Most High will put a stumbling block before you. But it's for the righteous man. Reason being, because just as gold is tried in the fire, guess what he got to do with the righteous men? Try them in the fire as well. What have you done learned? How you going to stay with yourself? There's more on that?
Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin.
Yep.
And his righteousness, which he have done, shall not be remembered.
Ooh. So you can't be caught slipping. You can't get caught slipping, man. You more on that?
But his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless,
what?
If thou warn the righteous man, that the righteous sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul.
And that's what James 5:16 is about. Confess your faults one to another so you can get help in the midst of that trouble you are in. So you don't get caught up and die in the midst of your sin. What the? Oh, you turned it. Deuteronomy 28:68 now. So we go out there to try to warn the people of their sins. But at the same time, we try to build you up to let you know who you are. We are the children of Israel. How do we know that? This is a key verse to tell us how we know. Because there's the signs to know who the children are through these curses. But this is one of the major curses right here. Read that for me, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He shall do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He shall bring you again into Egypt with ships. Now the children of Israel just left Egypt walking. So what does the word Egypt really means to the children of Israel? Because normally, if you get an old text of the King James Bible or certain text of the Bible, it would say Mizraim. You won't find Egypt in the Bible. It's Mizraim. So what does the word Egypt mean? You got that for him, King?
Can.
Read that for him.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Yep.
I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So the word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage. So when you say Egypt to the children of Israel, they're like, huh? Bondage again? But we're going into bondage again with what? With ships. Keep going. In 68 now.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Well, how he spoke it unto us, this is how it's going to happen. Keep going.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We're not going to see our homeland no more again. Our homeland is Jerusalem. Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Now I say, you shall be sold unto your bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So the Most High ain't dealing with oxymorons. You can't get sold to somebody, but yet nobody buy you. That don't make no sense. So what does it mean nobody is going to buy you? You're going to be sold, but what does it mean when nobody is going to buy you? You know? Save you. But what scriptures let us know what saving is all about? No, not that aspect. In the Old Testament, how would you redeem your brother if he went into slavery? You have to buy him back. That's what it says, no man shall buy you. You can't come out of this slavery. Let's prove it. Deuteronomy 15 and 12. You feel me? Because normally, in the Old Testament, when the children of Israel went into bondage, either serving another nation, you can get bought out. If you were serving bondage for your brother, which is like a job, in 7 years, you be let go free with a great substance. So now you told them that earlier, but now you coming in chapter 15, you told them you can buy each other out. And in 68, in chapter 28, at the 68 verse, you say, oh, no man can buy you. That's what that's talking about. Nobody can buy you now. Read that for him, my Lord.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15 and verse 12.
Come.
And if thy brother, an Hebrew man, or an Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee.
That's one of the things right there. Deuteronomy 15 and 12. But I'm going to give you a clear-cut one. Leviticus 25 and 39, because it's going to repeat itself. And that's the Most High. He repeats itself. So we went into Deuteronomy to see that's where the children heard it at. But we're going to go back now into Leviticus. We're going back books. What Leviticus 25 and 39 say?
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 39.
Come.
And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bond servant.
So a man, as an Israelite man, I can have two kinds of servants. I can have one from the nations or my brother. And I'm not going to treat my brother as I treat them. Just like in jobs today. People hire their family, and they don't treat their family how they treat the rest of the workers. I'm going to give him a little bit more money than you. He ain't going to have to work as hard. Hey, come in the house and work. You know, in a job setting, you don't have to work in the warehouse. Come in the office. Or you don't have to work on the selling floor. Come up here in the bigger office. Get yourself a corner office. You don't know nothing. You don't even know the first thing about the business, but we're going to put you up here and just sit there because you my son. You my brother. You my kinsman. But keep reading. What you got?
But as an hired servant and as a sojourner, he shall be with thee and shall serve thee unto the year of Jubilee.
Unto the year of Jubilee, when you set him free. Oh, books.
No, I was telling him to check his phone.
Oh. Jump down to verse 47.
Verse 47.
Is it 47? I think it's 47. What 47 say?
And if a sojourner or a stranger wax rich by thee, and thy brother that dwelleth by him wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger or sojourner by thee.
If he sell himself to a strange nation of people, what?
Or sojourner by thee, or to the stock of the stranger's family, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him.
One of his brother can redeem him. So this is all the different movements that was going on. We got put in slavery by the Most High, but we got put in slavery because we didn't want to keep the laws, and the Most High sent us into slavery up under Esau. Now we had Nat Turner try to stand up, try to redeem his brother out. Ain't gonna work.
Okay.
We had Dessalines try to stand up for the Haitians, try to take them out. Ain't gonna work. They only got to a certain plateau, a certain step. That was it. They still poor. They don't run their own stuff. You still speaking your slave master's language. Same as over here. Jump fast forward a couple of years. I forget the other dude. Harriet Tubman tried freeing slaves. Only did but so much. Both of us still in slavery. Jump forward. You got the civil rights movement trying to save us. Didn't work. Malcolm X tried saving us. Didn't work. Martin Luther King tried saving us. Didn't work. All of these people trying to save us, and none of them told us, keep the laws of God.
Also the Black Panthers.
The Black Panthers tried saving us. Didn't work. Who? What?
No, she said Khan.
Oh, Khan. Oh,
okay.
You had,
Black Lives Matter.
that was last. Don't jump ahead. Don't jump ahead. Don't jump ahead. But you had, Black Wall Street. I'm glad you didn't see the Most High brought them for a reason. I was going to talk about them too, because that was a prominent time that we was on a rise. Was we keeping the commandments there?
Nah.
Because guess what they came and did? Esau, so-called white man, dropped bombs on us. Dropped bombs on us. We're going to sit outside the city gates and shoot everybody we can. Let's destroy their businesses. And when they businesses got destroyed, guess what? Your insurance, we don't cover that. Wait a minute, huh? What you mean? I got insurance. But we don't cover that. Wait a minute. Y'all don't cover that. What I'm paying you for? That wasn't written in the policy. They always going to find some loophole to get around. We've been paying them all them years, but now we don't got nothing for you.
That's crazy.
Acts 5 verse 39.
Hold on. We gonna get there. Marcus Garvey. All these people tried saving the children of Israel, but none of them said keep the law, statute, commandments. None of them. But now we come to Black Lives Matter, the newest movement on the block. Right along with them, you got the new Black Panther Party. What happened to the old Black Panther Party? The way you have to come back and say, we're the new one now. What, you done upgraded Black Panther 2.0? The movie done came out, now everybody, Wakanda forever? Come on, that's nonsense. Now bring the picture of the confusion that they try to put. Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Who came out with Black Lives Matter? 2013, they wanted to start this movement. Black Lives Matter. You got them three sisters up there? Yeah, my three sisters wanted to try to start this thing called Black Lives Matter. And ain't nothing but confusion they pushing. Because, what's the first one name? Alice? Yeah. What's that name? What's the last name? Alicia Garza. The number one person that started. She, 2013. That was Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman?
Yes, sir.
Trayvon Martin Zimmerman. Black Lives Matter. Hashtag. This is what she did. Ding, and her homegirl. What the other one? That's next to her. That's it. There's the one at the bottom. Patrice Colors. That was the one who, go girl, Black Lives Matter. We're going to coin this phrase. Now, both of them, how can they even say Black Lives Matter when you don't even try to produce life yourself? You can't even produce life. When I say that, you don't want to produce life. Because all what's the word I want to use? Your interests or your, I'm trying to find a good word. What I'm looking for, their affections. There you go. Their affections is not towards a man, but a woman. So how can you produce life now? How can you say Black Lives Matter when you don't even want to produce a child? Wow. This is how screwed the mind is now. I read it somewhere. It may be what some words, I don't know. But it calls her a lesbian, queer in a sense. I think these was her words, not mine. I read the article. But she's married to a transsexual man. Wow. How is that possible?
What in the world, man? What's going on?
You married to a man that used to be a woman, but you're a queer. What? Why don't you just... wait. Yeah. The man is a transsexual.
So it's not a man.
No. So how can you be married to how can you be attracted to this person that got manly features if you're queer?
Well, it become an it then. It's not.
Hey, we understand that. I'm trying to be political correct tonight. But this is who they married to. What you put the article up? There you go. It ain't me saying it. I think this is one of the articles I read. That's the crazy part. The freedom fighter. The fighters. Fighters for what though? You ain't fighting for the Most High. You fighting for yourself. That's the scripture we just went over. It's evil to them to serve the Most High.
Next one right here, show her spouse right here.
No, that's the other one. Now that person there, a queer, the girl is who started it, one of the co-founders, but she's married to a person that deals with, I don't have a gender.
What?
I don't have a gender. I'm just here. I'm a being. I'm a human being. You have no gender at all. This is what you label yourself as. No gender. But yet, Black Lives Matter. Now, I can't talk for the third sister because they don't really got no information on her like that. She probably ain't putting her life out there like that. So that's, hey, I would say cool, kudos. At least you trying to keep stuff hidden. But that's still confusion with the other two. And if you're not saying something against it, guess what? You're a part of it. Get that from the confusion. Is it Corinthians?
I thought you were talking Deuteronomy 28, 28,
Hey, we can get that one too. We can get that one too because our people are smitten with madness. What is 1 Corinthians 14 and 30, I think.